But yeah, we'll go for this. Your Fragrance is a classic. It is, and I like the dimmed lighting as well. It's like, oh, where's it rolling? Okay, right, enough being silly. Let's start this date. Raphael and I came to the desert to investigate the protocol shards at first, but then we were swept into temporal vortex, falling in the era when the murals were created. Start! Hi, Fraser Lotus, welcome!
Please calm down. Please calm down.
Oh? I'm not your princess. Didn't we agree you'd release me once I helped you deal with the messenger? What happened? It's already been 3 days. I can't be bothered to argue with the maids who are following me. I'm ready to sprint toward the palace gate. Before I can take another step, however, a shining sword suddenly blocks my path.
Behave. Once Her Highness returns from her rendezvous with her beloved, we will release you, imposter.
The blade's cold gleam slices the inner turmoil in my mind. Only whispers of the wind remain. And do let me know if the noise is like too low or too loud, or I'm speaking too loud, or you know, I'd appreciate it, just because I have come across situations where like I thought it was all fine, then you can barely hear the game, or I'm like you can barely hear me, or you know, it's a nightmare. So and I do upload this part on YouTube. What if I also have a beloved that I'm eager to meet?
Your beloved?
The sword-wielding maid scrutinizes me before sheathing her weapon.
Wait until you're done playing princess. Whether your beloved is near or far, wouldn't it be simple to bring him here?
Aw, thank you, Annabelle. That's really sweet of you. I appreciate it. Thank you. For me, it seems fine so far. Okay, thank you, Kennedy. She makes it sound so easy, but I don't even know if he is in the sea or somewhere on land. It all started a week ago. Rumours swirled around the outland desert about a strange protocol fragment. It was connected to a string of peculiar instances. At first, I thought I'd be investigating by myself, but upon learning about my mission, Raphael volunteered to be my guide. And we set off on an adventure to the distant desert together, just like that.
Here we are, at Cave 72, the most raided spot in history, and universally recognized by archaeologists as the trickiest to restore.
Facing the stone wall, Raphael grabs a flashlight. He turns it on and light shines on ancient symbols. He glances at me.
I heard the fragments are in these mural caves. Are your resonant senses tingling?
Oh yeah, Annabelle, they're like constantly updating it. So it's like, there's a new card and there's a new card. It's like, it's so hard to keep up, especially if you're like free to play. I like, honestly, I highly recommend people just focus on one character at a time if they're playing, you know, free to play, because like, otherwise you'll miss out on, you know, the ones you like. 100%. I like your colourful blouse. No, it's so cute. Thank you. Raphael has been scouring the caves with me all morning, but to no avail. Stepping on the gravel, I inch forward and try to resonate with the mural. Weird, I'm not picking up any protofield fluctuations. Were the rumours just lies? Raphael sighs and extinguishes the cold light in his hand.
When relics of the past are involved, the tales never end. Then again, this world is huge. Nothing's too weird, you know. Maybe this cave is magical.
Do you think I'm a 3-year-old? Actually, hold on a second. I'm about to speak when out of the corner of my eye, I notice a subtle movement from the mural.
What is it?
Believing my eyes are playing tricks on me, I rub them and look again. A dancer's sleeves flutter as if she's ready to leap into the air.
Scared? I was just playing around.
It's getting so cold, I actually have to start dressing up. I'm not going back. His hair is purple. I know, I love the fact that his hair is slightly purple. It makes me like so I don't know, his hair is like the best out of all of them. He's got the prettiest face and the prettiest hair out of all of them. And I like that he has a little freckle here. Of course I noticed that. His eyes as well, they're so pretty. Ooh. I think he's got the prettiest face. Just obviously I'm a sucker for height and Silas is the tallest. And then also his voice is like, you know, a growl. So, but yeah, I think Rafayel in the end is probably my favorite. It's really hard. He's but not too feminine looking. Yeah, no, definitely. Noticing my silence, Rafayel follows my gaze. And I also like how he gets like a bit cheeky, you know? Or like sulky. I think when he gets sulky, that's my favorite. The graceful dancer has vanished without a trace. Is this a result of the protocol fragment messing with us? Oh. After a few seconds pass, I take several steps toward the mural. I resonate with it. I thought I could grab the fragment, but the mural's strength is stronger than I expected. It engulfs me in an instant.
Hey!
Before I lost consciousness, I saw Rafayel follow after me as he vanished into the depths of a dark vortex. Okay, so Adabel, they've gone out to look for, I think, fragments or protocols, these little things that appear in the game. And then one of the effects ended up being that she's flown back in, I don't know, back in time, or I feel like someone else can explain this better than me, but so she's in like this alternate, like almost like an alternate universe almost. I like his hair and yeah, his personality seems funny. Yeah. Once I regain my senses, a different scene unfolds before my eyes. I immediately look for Rafayel, but there's no one here. What is this place? Where did that mural and Rafayel go? I struggle to stand up as I gawk at the intricately decorated palace looming over me.
Who are you, intruder? How dare you trespass into Her Highness's abode?
Still trying to process everything, a glint of steel suddenly catches my eye. I look up and see a maid wearing a formal uniform. She's glaring at me. I attack, trying to knock the sword away, but she effortlessly evades and seizes my wrist. Her skills, she's in a league of her own. I expected to be treated like a spy and killed, but to my surprise, the sword-wielding maid escorts me to a room, appraises my attire, and then tosses me a set of elegant garments. The night before the messenger's arrival, the princess ran away to meet her beloved. To deal with the messenger, this quick-witted maid deems me a fitting substitute and pulls me into her plan. And so, in my quest to find Rafayel within this bizarre space-time anomaly, I wander the palace. A crimson veil covers my face as I unwittingly assume the role of the princess. Imagine living in a house like this. I know! It's so pretty. I'd want to dance along the... Pretending to be the princess is harder than I thought. I figured I could handle a diplomatic meeting in the Great Hall, but I was greeted with a series of unexpected problems. For instance,
upon learning of your Highness's decision to stay here, messengers from every corner of the land brought these humble gifts. We hope they alleviate your boredom.
oh yeah, lounging in the sun. Earlier I was in a standoff with a sword-wielding maid. Now there's a female messenger. I mentally prepare myself once more and slip back into the role of the princess. Alright. Bring them in. I have urgent matters to attend to, so be quick about it. At her signal, men wearing all sorts of attire line up respectfully before me.
Your Highness, please look. They are pleasing to the eye.
All sorts of attire, huh? I bet they're pleasing to the eye. Sorry. If they all look like Raphael, they certainly are. I thought today would be sad, but birthday alone at home was actually quite fine. Oh, that's good. But yeah, happy birthday, Adabelle. And, oh yeah, of course. I keep on, like, forgetting you're basically 2 days after my birth date. I thought you were like the same birth date or something, like 22nd. But anyway, I'm glad to hear that your birthday was a good one. 2 days after yours, but a month later. There we go. That's it. But yeah, happy birthday, and I'm glad that it wasn't too bad, and hopefully this stream is nice as well. Fingers crossed. I like to think these are cozy moments. Ah, these are your humble gifts.
Are none to your liking, Your Highness? There is a tall man over there.
Tall? No need. To avoid any more trouble, I pretend to be picky and look disdainful. Unexpectedly, the female messenger remains composed, as if she was expecting this.
If none strike your fancy, perhaps another could...
Is it height? I don't know what it is. Height and chunkiness. Winking at her group, they quickly make way. Here we go, here we go. This is the most pleasing to our eyes. At the other end of the room is someone wearing a robe adorned with gold and gauze. He walks forward.
Would a handsome magician of fire stoke the flames of your curiosity?
Fire. From the moment fire is mentioned, my gaze stays on the person before me.
Whoa, all right,
Fire acts as a veil over his face.
Yeah,
What's
amazing.
this noise? The haze preventing me from seeing him clearly. With a wave of his hand, the figure conjures leaping and twirling flames. The palace's courtyard is illuminated with an even brighter glow. Oh, that must be so pretty. Oh. It's only after the flames fade that the tall figure reveals himself. Raphael! He gracefully navigates through the crowd and steps over the swaying shadows to stand next to me. And you know what's funny? The earrings that I recently bought would be perfect for this attire. Bit too feminine for him. But if I were to wear this attire with a little bit more on the top half, obviously, then those earrings that I recently bought would match perfectly. He gracefully navigates through the crowd and steps over the swaying shadows to stand next to me.
Rejecting this fellow and that sweet lad? Your Highness, you are very hard to please.
He takes my hand and places a flower made of fire into my palm.
Now tell me, Your Highness, do I pique your interest? Stoke the flames of your curiosity?
Oh my god! A torrent of questions floods my mind, but I don't know where to start. Ignoring the murmurs of onlookers, I take Raphael's hand and lead him to my bedchamber. Bedchamber? What is going on? Okay, I usually don't like to see men half naked, but all these thingies make it look beautiful. It's probably like how I appreciate a girl, like sort of almost naked if they have like pretty lingerie on, and I think it's because like I don't really care for like fully naked. I don't really find that very like to me very pleasing or like to the eye. But if they're wearing like really pretty lingerie that's got like lace and patterns, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's really nice. I like the look of that. I'm already blushing, literally. Oh my god, the corsets are gorgeous. I need me and my future husband to look like this for the rest of our lives. I close the door to my bedchamber, discard my red veil, and eagerly guide Rafayel to the bed. Things are happening so quickly. Oh, okay, my very dirty mind went somewhere else. Of course, the main character just wants to ask him where he's been. Of course, it's so innocent, but my brain... Hi, Kaiju, welcome. Yes, there will be Stevie moments in this, I think. Where have you been? I thought I'd never see you again.
Were you worried about me?
Raphael turns and leans back behind him against the bed, smiling. His gaze is fixed on me. I blush. Sort of.
So you were worried about not seeing me again? Yay or nay? I guess my efforts to disguise myself as the princess's tribute were all in vain.
Raphael sits up next to me, ready to share his recent experiences. He holds out his hand to pull me closer. Just as I fell from the sky and landed in the palace courtyard, he opened his eyes to find himself lying on an altar.
In an attempt to ask for protection, a small country planned to offer its youngest prince to the princess of the mighty empire. But there are rumors of her tyrannical nature. She's notorious for salacious escapades that know no bounds.
Raphael pauses and casts a mischievous glance my way. That has nothing to do with me, right? He doesn't give me a direct answer.
The queen, unwilling to let her son endure such humiliation, summoned a sorcerer who would consult the heavens for a solution.
Was that when you fell out of the sky and got captured?
You're half right, though I'm not a fish that got thrown here unwillingly. I wanted to show up.
But how did you know I'd be here?
I didn't.
Raphael shrugs in response, as if he just stated a simple fact that everyone knew. Well, here you are. Aren't you afraid of running into the real princess who's tyrannical and salacious?
Whether or not she's like that, who's to say?
Raphael leans close to me and scoffs. There's a hint of a smile on his lips.
But you know, someone hasn't shown any concern for me despite our separation. I wouldn't call her tyrannical, though. She's more cold-hearted.
This is what I mean by
Like,
sulky.
what if I hadn't shown up, and one of those guys swept you off your feet?
I'm a big fan of gold, and same. That's why, yeah, these sort of pretty things make me happy. That's nonsense. I retort immediately. Raphael straightens his posture as if he were victorious in proving a point. He looks at me, his gaze tinged with seriousness.
I wasn't sure if you were in this palace, but at the very least, you weren't at the place I landed in. If I couldn't find you here, then I'd just escape and look elsewhere. I'll always find my way as long as you remember me. Also, let's push the what-ifs to the side. Right now, you're here, in front of me.
Raphael. Before I can finish speaking, I hear a peculiar noise outside the door. I quickly gesture for Raphael to be silent. A curious maid peeks in. Raphael waves his hand and extinguishes all candlelight in the room. She's like, oh, what's going on? Only the lamp in front of the bed is still lit. It casts a soft glow in this intimate space.
She's still there? Did her eyes stop working?
I need to do something else.
You need me to play along, yeah?
Ooh, what's good. Oh, are we gonna be pushing him down or something? Oh my god. Scanning the room, I reach out and adjust the golden accessory on his chest before gently pushing him back on the bed in one fluid motion. Oh my god. Okay. That reaction! I just got with this game. They've been getting like steamier and steamier. While caught off guard, Rafayel quickly plays with a strand of my hair and pretends to whisper sweet nothings into my ear.
Your Highness, the rumors weren't wrong about you.
And you aren't just good with your words. Oh no! I can't with this game. Why am I streaming this? It's so embarrassing. I could be playing this in my own time. I don't know, but it's more fun streaming it. I don't know what it is. I think it's because like we can all fangirl together. My arm brushes against his skin and I tense up. If this improvised show continues, then I won't know what to say next. Fortunately, the maid outside the door seems to realize what's happening. She snorts and steps back. She snorted. Finally.
That's it?
Well, it's the only way I consume this game personally, so I appreciate you. You're welcome. I think it's also fun so that if people missed out on a certain banner, then they can obviously play it like this. Just as I'm about to get off Rafayel, I'm immediately pulled back into his embrace. Oh. I'm the one who's surprised now, but I quickly relax in his arms.
It's been a long time since we were together. Let's stay like this for a little while longer.
A little cuddle time?
Though you did say you didn't miss me,
Here we go, he's so cute. I like this side of him though, it makes me laugh. But I do.
What was that? It's too dark. I can't hear all that well.
Somewhat stunned yet also amused, I move closer and whisper into his ear. On those days where I couldn't see you, I missed you. I missed you more than anyone else. Did you catch that? I'm so uncomfortable right now, Ravens. Welcome to the stream. Oh dear.
I did.
In the darkness, the hand creeping up my back seems to hold me even tighter.
It's all the more reason for us to stay like this for a little bit.
What's so discomforting, Ravens? What could possibly make you uncomfortable right now? You've been to plenty of my Love and Deepspace streams. Oh, is it happening? Is it happening? Oh, not yet. Whereas I am very comfortable. I love that, Annabelle. Days pass. The princess still hasn't returned, and no one knows if she ever will. It seems everyone has silently accepted this under a facade of calm. To keep up appearances, Rafayel and I continue to play our roles in our finely crafted show of bliss. I am an indulgent princess, while he is the haughty beauty I favour. But behind the scenes, we're devising a plan on how we can return to Lincoln. Rafayel tells me that, based on his observations so far, he suspects we're in the era in which that mural was made.
Since we time traveled or something, is it possible the alternate reality we're currently in has that very same mural?
The doors to my bedchamber are firmly shut, and as usual, Rafayel visits me every afternoon here. Afternoon sunlight flows through the cracks of the wooden window. The golden accessories on his attire shine. They're spectacle to behold. It's like the turquoise, and I wonder what that is, like coral. A light bulb goes off in my head, and I add onto his statement. Do you think we'll be able to go back home if I resonate with it again? Raphael contemplates my idea for a moment. He then gets up from his chair and heads to the door.
Let's go, Your Highness.
Where are we going?
We're finding our way home.
Traversing the shadows cast by daylight, Raphael speeds through the courtyard, passes the garden, and heads deeper into the palace. I follow close behind with the same quick steps until he stops in front of a wall. When you said we'd find a way home, did you mean we would start from here? I gaze at the looming palace walls, their imposing presence akin to an insurmountable fortress. We're like birds trapped in a cage. It's too tall. I almost want to know what's supposed to be kept out. Or in.
It can't be us, right?
Raphael raises an eyebrow and looks behind him.
Do you want to see what's outside, Your Highness?
Of course, but... Before I can finish, I notice my feet are no longer touching the ground. Raphael is already carrying me. What's he doing?
I'm supporting you, obviously. How else are you gonna see what's outside?
He's supporting us. Suddenly, the palace wall doesn't seem so daunting. I stretch out my hand, my fingers almost touching the top of it. I peek over the wall, and there, a vast desert glitters under the sun.
So, is the view nice, or...?
With a bit of support, I hoist myself into the wall's ledge. I reach out to Raphael. Come up and look at it yourself. You won't know otherwise. Raphael hesitates before grabbing my hand. With a bit of effort, I manage to pull him up. Raphael and I sit on the palace wall and survey the landscape in the distance.
Well, now that I'm seeing it for myself, it's breathtaking.
Honestly, the view isn't exactly striking. It's just a barren desert. The wind whips up sand and dirt, stinging my face. Then again, it feels like it's been ages since I had a breath of freedom. I realize why the princess wanted to escape. Being confined in this palace is dreadfully dull. She had nothing to do except live the same boring life day in and day out.
Didn't she run away to see her beloved, though?
Even if the person I like is around, I wouldn't want to have such a life because he wouldn't like it either, right? I turn to look at Raphael. Raphael, will we be able to return to Lincoln?
Not right now. We're missing something.
Can't see your face. Witches.
The stuff that'll take us back the way we came.
I want to ask Raphael what he's talking about, yet before I can even open my mouth, someone angrily shouts behind us.
You on the wall! Who are you?
Oh no, we've been caught! Raphael and I hastily turn around and spot the guards who are able to rush toward us. We have no choice but to jump down. Raphael grabs my hand and leads me deeper into the palace. Just click your heels 3 times and say you wish to go. It's not as simple as that.
Over here.
Oh, this is a certainly different looking room. After some time has passed, he pulls me into a dark, secluded spot. He leans closer and I'm pressed against a shelf. This place.
Shh.
Raphael covers my mouth with his hand and I immediately stop talking. It's the noises as well. But in the next moment, his face moves closer to mine. My heart is beating like a drum. Sorry, but I love it how nothing has happened yet. And yet we're all like, what's happening? A couple of minutes pass and it seems the guards who are after us have disappeared. Raphael, let's go of me.
So, what were you about to say?
That, I mean...
Hmm?
I was about to ask, where are we?
In this desert, there are countless caves. Finding that Cave 72 is the real challenge. But if there's a guide of some sort lying around, that might make things easier.
In other words, the thing Raphael was referring to that will take us back the way we came is a map in the library. I haven't looked at all the books here, and there's a problem. They're written in another language. Can you understand them?
Nope.
With a casual flick of his wrist, Raphael taps the top of my head with a book he pulled out from a nearby shelf.
We're looking for a map, cutie. Focus on the pictures, not the text.
I nod and dive headfirst into the sea of books. When playing claw machine. From morning until dusk, we searched through almost every nook and cranny, but we failed to... Oh, you're talking about that. I find those gestures funny. At this moment, the last bookshelf that needs to be checked stands before me. It's located in the deepest part of the library. It's all the way up there. I stand on my tiptoes, reaching for a book. Then I hear Raphael's voice behind me.
Desert Atlas. I found it.
I turn around, and maybe because I was on my tiptoes for too long, I lost my footing. I stagger toward the wooden shelf. It wobbles, and a book falls into my head. When the book lands on the ground, it opens up and reveals its colourful illustrations. Yet before I can get a closer look, Raphael picks it up and closes it, nudging my shoulder. He directs me toward the door. Hi 14, welcome!
We should get out of here. Now.
Something feels off. Raphael's actions are usually graceful, but the way he's moving is weird. What was in that book?
Who knows?
I saw there were colourful drawings in it. Do you think they could be murals?
Nah.
But you didn't even see it. How can you be so sure? How strange. Raphael is brushing me off, which only makes me more curious about that book. While Raphael is trying to come up with a response, I grab the book he had placed back on the shelf. Yeah, we're doing well. We're fangirling over this beautiful gentleman. What about you? Flipping it open with a flourish, I only then realise that it's actually a... What is it? I'm stunned by the drawings, but then a hand covers my eyes and another snatches the book.
I told you it's not for innocent people, yet you still took a peek anyway.
Thank you. I just realised I still have some cider left over. Aw, Raven's remembered. Oh, you're doing some exercise. Something that I should really do, but don't. Were you given tea? I want some. Yeah, he made me tea.
Now everything's just awkward.
You didn't say that at all.
Okay, but like, did I need to tell you explicitly?
Fine, fine. Let's go back and study the map. I swipe the map from Raphael and hold it close to my chest as I dart out of the room. I'm itching to leave this embarrassing experience behind.
Hey, wait. I'm the only one who's gonna know about this, and I won't be telling anyone else. Why are you so nervous?
Me too, Looney. Been lacking too. Let's motivate each other. Walks is good. Yeah, I mean, I do walk a little bit. Not as much as I probably should, but it just isn't in me. Like, whenever I do any form of exercise, like, I might sort of enjoy it, but in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, I could either be reading, I could be gaming, I could be making content, I could be writing, I could be journaling, I could be making bracelets, I could be drawing. I could be playing otome games. It's never ending, you know? Is it bad that I'm like, when are we getting the whatever it's called, was it called kindling or something? Gym could be content. No, not my kind of content. In the bedchamber, we spread out the map on the fancy velvet with golden embroidery. We're surrounded by luxury here.
This desert atlas and the records of Western regions in the Lincoln Gallery are practically twins. They match up pretty well.
Raphael grabs a pen and paper from the table. He sketches out locations of the palace and city gate.
Once we're out of the city, we'll head west and locate the caves, or at least their general vicinity.
The flame in the incense burner flickers and a faint fragrance permeates the room. Watching the flicker, I don't speak. We are working on getting Luli in the kitchen. It's never happening. Maybe if I, like, for some reason become a billionaire and get one of those really big houses where it's like a massive kitchen with like an island in the middle, and I have a maid to go with it so that I don't have to clean it afterwards and it's always like pristine, then I may consider it. AKA it's never happening. I walk a lot here because I explore those different places. Cavity, I love that. When's yours? I wonder, will we be able to go home without a problem? I'd be so worried if I was in this situation.
Didn't you already chew on that question up on the wall?
Still feeling anxious, I give Raphael a skeptical look. I'm just glad we've got him as well, we're not just alone. But even if that space-time vortex appears, we might end up in a different reality. Who knows where we'll be? As the flame dies down, ready to go out, Raphael throws a spark from his palm to reignite it.
Then I'll just have to find you again.
You're pretty confident, huh?
I'm good at tracking people down. Besides, didn't I already do it?
Oh? The warmth of Raphael's hand envelops mine and melts away my worries about uncertainty.
Like how every drop of water finds its way to the ocean. Those who are lost will always find their way home.
Oh?
Your Highness, the messenger has brought you a rare fruit. Would you like to try it?
A rare fruit? Oh god, I think I know where this is going. Raphael hesitates, glancing reluctantly toward the door. It's the fruit time? Oh my god, poison! You're further giving food to my thoughts. One of my friends who is an older guy loves cooking and he sends me photos of his cooking. Oh my god. And I'd get envious of the food. Like, I'd want the food.
Why is it always her? She's like a persistent shadow.
Just as the maid is about to barge in, Raphael flings himself onto the bed. He's using his body in a last-minute attempt to conceal the map. I then lean in, pretending to be intimate. We're occupied right now. If it's only about the fruit, kindly leave us be. The maid nonchalantly sets down the tray and heads to the door with measured steps. Before she leaves, she looks back.
Then I shall wait by the door. I'll always be ready to tend to you, Your Highness.
Why is everyone in the palace so fond of eavesdropping? I guess pretending won't work on her. Oh, here we go, here we go!
Why are you?
Time for the tea. Oh!
Oh, this intense. Tell me, should I be a good, honest boy? Or should I play hard to get?
He's getting, like, smuttier and smuttier. Oh my god.
Come dawn, new whispers will fill the
It's
air.
really pretty though. I see what you mean. Ooh, grapes. Wait, are they grapes?
I'm a fox now. Out of all the things I expected, that wasn't one of them. Like this?
It's always fruit, isn't it? It's always fruit. Your reactions are
You're
so
so
cute.
demanding.
It's
All
because
right,
it's
I'll
embarrassing.
make sure not a single drop goes to waste.
I'm like hiding behind the mic.
Since your highness wants to spice things up, I'll do my best to satisfy your every need.
Oh my god. I would let go of the fruit as well. Oh, where is it rolling?
Can't take it anymore? It's so far away, I can't get it. Your highness, could you?
Oh my god. It just keeps on going. Oh my god, oh no, is what I think is gonna happen.
I think
It's
you
this
need to go
noise.
a little lower.
Oh my god, I thought it would. Oh god. Oh my god. Where is my fan? I need my fan to hide behind.
Wanna keep looking?
It just keeps on going. It just keeps on going.
Forget the fruit. Can't you compensate me another way?
Another way. Oh my god. Okay, what is happening? We've got some ASMR breathing going on here. And it's like, I wonder what happened. I think Silas's noises were a bit more like, if you know what I mean. What is this breathing? Gosh. On this night, I drift in and out of my dreams. The candlelight is long gone, but lost in the darkness. That was a pretty card, though. I approve, Poisons. Good taste. With no more light, time dissipates unnoticed. Only the sky hints at the passage of time, showing it's past midnight. I lie in bed waiting for something. Anything to...
Are you awake?
Yes.
Let's go.
In the next moment, a burst of light pierces the darkness. Raphael and I quickly get off the bed. I take the map while he grabs his bag. Avoiding the guards, we follow the real princess's escape route. Raphael and I get on our horse.
Hold on tight. The road's gonna be a little bumpy.
Pasta's cheap. You can get so much of it for like nothing. And all you need is hot water. And you've got food.
Go.
The night sky adorned with a silver moon is the epitome of elegance, and the desert reaches for the horizon. It's like just the two of us suspended between heaven and earth. The horse continues to gallop, and the world zooms past us. All of a sudden, I feel a strange connection to the princess whom I never met. Is this how she felt when going to meet her beloved? I hold on to Raphael, hoping to find the mural soon, but also wishing this journey never ended. I lose track of time as we sit on the horse. Then, Raphael pulls the reins and the horse stops before a cave.
This must be it.
Following the map, we locate the cave where the mural should be. Raphael holds up a lamp, its light shining on the stone wall before us. Unexpectedly, the wall that should have possessed the mural is bare. As we look at our shadows, we exchange a look. We are at a loss for words.
Is it incomplete?
We were so certain the mural was the key, but now we don't know what to do. Where did that painter go? Painting tools lie scattered on the ground near the stone wall. There are mineral pigments of various amounts. Raphael picks up a brush from the ground and dips it in the ochre pigment. Then he paints a line on the wall.
Interesting. This isn't the original stone wall. There's a layer of fine clay and kaolinite on it, all ready for painting.
Seeing me still fixated on the dark red brushstroke, Raphael takes my hand and guides me deeper into the cave. It's time to investigate. Deep within the cave, colourful ore is piled in heaps. As Raphael casually picks up a piece of malachite, I realise something. It's not the mural itself that we need. Is it the paints? If the protocol fragment is hidden in the ore, then that's our ticket home.
We can try.
A long night draws to a close as daylight seeps through the crevices and touches the faint remnants of darkness on the wall.
Maybe in our own little way, we'll be able to return things to how they were.
I clutch the malachite in my palm.
Wait, there's still something I need to do.
I'm surprised as Raphael takes the ore from my hand and guides me back to the stone wall. What are you doing?
You know, an opportunity like this, where we can go into an alternate reality, there won't be a second time. Since that's the case, let's leave behind something that only we recognize.
In the dimly lit cave, he turns to me. Holding a paintbrush, he gazes at me tenderly.
Why are you spacing out? Pass me that pot with the cinnabar.
Not quite adept in ancient painting techniques, Raphael ends up with paint smeared all over his hands. Starting with burgundy as his base, he swiftly outlines a figure's attire with just a few brushstrokes. Is that me?
Who else would it be?
He dips his brush into the cinnabar pot and adds a red fish, its tail vividly flicking. And why is the little red fish next to me? Raphael gazed at me, a gentle smile on his lips.
Because it likes you, cutie.
A streak of crimson light shines. The girl and the small fish break through an illusionary barrier, traveling from the desolate desert to the boundless ocean.
Thankfully, you'll be taking me home this time.
I can almost sense the damp air. I turn to look at Raphael. Is it me or does it smell like the sea?
I guess it's raining outside or something.
The air is getting heavy and water droplets trickle down from the rocks. It's a sun shower.
Once everything's soaked, we'll swim back to Lincoln together.
We marvel at the desert's wonder until the rain stops. A peculiar rainbow appears on the horizon. Peering out from the cave entrance, I see a radiant light shining on Raphael's face.
Are you suggesting we've stumbled into an alternate reality where you're a princess and I serve as your charming tribute? And we happen to get caught in a downpour in the desert?
Yeah, we experienced so many magical moments together. This has to be a miracle, right? Rice is super tasty too, but here it's a bit more expensive. That all depends on the place, of course. My dad said he ate mostly potatoes when he was in uni. Yeah, when I was at uni, all I ate was pasta. Okay, that's a lie. I'd eat like crisps and chocolate. And then if I was behaving, I would have pasta with like just chopped tomatoes and some salt or something. I know, right? The contrast between the conversation going on here compared to here.
Of course. But if you want to talk about the greatest miracle...
He turns to me.
Wouldn't it be how I can still find you, even in the vastness of space and time?
Not knowing how many seconds have passed, I looked into Raphael's eyes, his fingers intertwined with mine.
In the next reality, I will never let go of your hand.
Gazing at the ore in my palm, I hold my breath and focus. I use my resonance evo. A familiar vortex appears. I tightly hold Raphael's hand and jump. And I'm guessing we're back to our original location. That was a nice card. I like this kind of like you ended up somewhere different kind of situation. Before I realize it, I find myself gazing at that mural of a beautiful dancer. There she is, moving gracefully in her attire. It's as if she never left. Raphael? I try to look for Raphael to see he's next to me. His arms crossed, he's watching me closely.
Doesn't it feel like we slipped through the sands of time?
Yeah, it's nice in a way, especially since I still have you by my side. Raphael turns his head and stares at the mural. His silhouette, outlined by the gentle light against the stone wall, casts a shadow that melds with the painted clouds among the dancer. It almost becomes part of the ancient mural. Hey, Burr. You happy? My dog's come to say hi to me. Every now and then he comes in here to check to make sure I'm okay. While I'm captivated by the scene, he remains lost in his own thoughts.
I wonder if this mural we're admiring is truly the artist's original masterpiece from that era.
As Raphael speaks, he walks to the other end of the wall, and in the blink of an eye, he vanishes, as if merging with eternity itself. I quicken my steps and try to grab the blurred shadow on the mural.
Why are you in a rush? I'm here.
What's he doing? Sorry, I'm just checking on my dog. I don't know what he's doing. He just is very close. I'm worried that if I blink, you'll disappear again.
All vehicles are at the airport to drop people off, you know. So within a 50-mile radius, you won't find anything. Not even a dirt bike. Looks like I'm in a bit of a tough spot. I can't escape even if I had wings. Swimming's my only option.
Pasta and rice easy to store long term. Yeah, it's the best food for uni. Yeah, it's a bit like AU. I love that. Raphael, I liked your previous clothes better. Same. Aw, cute. We saw 2 dogs on beach today, a bigger one and a smaller one. They had fun playing. Aww. This memory really is so long. And you know the worst part? Once all the stuff happens, I'm like, okay, right, what happens? Yeah. You know what I mean? Raphael looks at the seemingly endless expanse of yellow sand outside the cave.
Unless the sand turns into seawater, I might find myself stranded in this desert.
Or a kind soul could rescue you again. Raphael, smiling, takes my hand. He leads me deeper into the cave.
Then, should I thank her in advance?
I'm guessing that's the end. Yeah, there we go. I heard the Silas one is even longer though. But yeah, so that was Raphael's gem affection. Thank you for coming to this portion of the stream, and hopefully I will see you in another one of these Love and Deepspace sections.